yesterday, and I had so much secondhand embarrassment for Elizabeth May and her husband. I think this is so funny that it's actually worth playing again. Um, it's just so bad. I don't know if we can turn the volume up here on it.
We figured, you know, it's my party, so I can sing if I want to.
No, no, you
Be
can't.
so sweet on the
Oh.
sunny side of the street. And you hear that pitter pat, and that happy tune is your step.
Life will be so sweet on the sunny side of the street.
I used to walk in the shade. Grab your coat and get your hat.
Leave your worries on the doorstep.
All right, that's enough. That's
Just
enough. I can't
start-
do it anymore. I can't do it anymore.
That is sonor pollution. I'm sorry, but imagine people around the world seeing Elizabeth May singing. Like, people will just see like what is going on in Canadian politics.
Right? And she was like, she didn't even know the words. And you would think that, your husband and you are getting up to do a little duo. And you think that you would have lots of time to practice, right? You live with this person. Arguably, maybe that's like their thing that they do together is they, practice song and dance. But for it to be so bad, did you not practice beforehand? Did you not try to get in sync with one another? I mean, like I said, I think she forgot the words. Or maybe Elizabeth May, her track record shows maybe she had just a few too many bubblies at the party, the watch party that she was at. But now this is the woman who, and hopefully I can correctly identify her as such, but she now is open to running for House Speaker and joining Carney's cabinet. I mean, she is the lone member, as they say in the CTV article, she is the lone member of her party to be reelected. And she's willing to throw her hat in the ring to be Speaker of the House when next Parliament begins. I'm open to a lot of things, Elizabeth May said in an interview. Yeah, I bet you are. It doesn't mean they're at all likely, and they're pretty hypothetical. I mean, way to say nothing while trying to say something, I guess. She left her name in the lineup in the speaker's elections quite a few times without campaigning to be speaker, but I have very, very concerns. She has very, very concerns about how far the Canadian Parliament and the role of the Canadian speaker have departed from our rules and our traditions. Yeah. Okay, Elizabeth May. I don't think anyone takes her seriously. How do you take that person seriously?
But the Speaker of the House is not supposed to be as neutral as possible. How can she actually occupy a place as the Speaker of the House when she openly say that she would do everything to block and to counter the Conservative Party during the election? So I'm just saying, how is she possibly a potential person to occupy the Speaker of the House? I just don't understand that.
She's not a serious person. I mean, look at her. I just have so much embarrassment about this clip. But it's like you can't shield your eyes. You have to keep coming back for more, because every time you watch it, there's look at her, she's dancing. It's, oh my gosh, it's so embarrassing. This is not how a serious person conducts themselves. And I think that Parliament and Mark Carney can probably see that. I would hope that anyone in their right mind would see that Elizabeth May is not serious, and why the mainstream media gives her this kind of coverage. I mean, she's very, very concerning about stuff that's happening in Parliament. I mean, she can't even formulate tangible sentences. She obviously can't really sing. I don't even know if I would say she can dance based on what I've seen here with her and her husband. It's just so embarrassing, and I contrast that with being at Poilievre's watch party in Ottawa on Monday night, and to get up there and give, a dignified, yes, heavily scripted concluding speech, with your wife who's conducting herself with class, with grace. You're dressed professionally, you're speaking eloquently. And then you have Elizabeth May with her husband and a guitar and forgetting the words. It's embarrassing. And on the global, like on a world stage, people are sad for I am sad for Canada if Elizabeth May is given any more than she currently has. Anyway, enough about Elizabeth May. Alexa, we're out of time, but do you want to just do like a couple? We'd have a super chat, and then maybe we'll just quickly throw to a few clips of the May Day, because I know you've covered it before, and that's on your radar as well. So we'll just do a few minutes of that, because we do have some great clips coming out of Paris. But
did you address just quickly how Canadian you might end up being screwed up by the NDP, who might join the Liberal Party to give a super majority to Mark Carney? So people, you all went to vote and you gave a minority to a government. You are putting them into trial. And right now, they are going to sneak around and try everything to get a super majority to bring other member of other party into their own party, and that means that they will be into power until 2029.
Right. Yeah. This comes from Brett Wilson, and he says it's a very reliable rumor. So, right off the bat, take it for what it you may. But he says that the Liberal Party is attempting to buy NDP MPs who were elected, which is very few of them at this point, but nonetheless, so that they will cross the floor and again try to form a majority party, or at least have more leverage as a minority government. He says so much for election integrity and honesty. So he makes it very Canadian. Canada is in a brutal space. Yeah, but unsurprising. I mean, the Liberal NDP coalition was quite literally in place for 2.5 years. So this is very unsurprising that they would take such extreme measures to continue their skirting of democracy by having these backdoor deals and these, unofficial coalitions, or it was called, I always forget the technical word that they used for the coalition, but yeah, they did that to Canadians for 2 years roughly. And so if they do this even more shady, sneaky business, this is so unsurprising. And remember the Liberals, they brought those buttons into the Strong and Free event. I mean, these are shady things. The Liberals are not they don't conduct themselves with integrity. There's no sort of moral compass that's driving how they conduct themselves. So very reliable rumor, but
they are not being punished. They are not being punished. So of course they will act like that. Those people who actually put those buttons, they have been reassigned. They have not been fired. And this is what is happening in that party. Accountability, it's non-existent.
And it has been for a long time. And, you have Doug Ford up there parroting about the criminal justice system and bail reform. And it's like, how about we lead with integrity and we stop doing shady deals and conducting ourselves in this way, from our leaders, right? That, like, what kind of example are you setting for the rest of the country to act with integrity, to act with a moral compass, when this is the kind of stuff that you're engaged in, being able to just skirt democracy in a way that's like semi-legitimate, but really shady and otherwise frowned upon. Starts at the top, I would say.
Let's face it, Canada's economy isn't heading in the right direction. Inflation's eating away your savings, and government debt is out of control. No politician is going to fix that overnight. With Guildhall Wealth, you can hold real, physical gold and silver inside your RRSP. It's a time-tested way to protect your retirement and take back control of your wealth. Call 1-877-8-SILVER or visit guildhallwealth.com/rebel to request your free investor kit. And hey, make sure to mention Rebel News.